Pork isn't always the first choice for the Sunday family roast, but done correctly it can be so rewarding. I'm Regina, I'm a busy mum and a food lover, and in this video I'm going to take you through everything you need to know to create the perfect roast pork. Always remember to wash your hands before and after handling raw meat, really important. Today I'm going to be cooking this British pork shoulder joint. It doesn't have a bone in, so it's nice and easy to carve. It weighs about 2 kilos, which is just right for feeding a family of 4 with enough yummy leftovers for a couple more meals as well. So take your pork out of the fridge about half an hour before roasting, just to bring it up to room temperature. And the 2 things to achieving a really perfect crunchy crackling are you want a blistering hot oven and you want a bone-dry rind. So to achieve that, I'm just going to pat the top with some kitchen paper. As you can see, this has already been prepped. If yours hasn't been done, just get a very sharp knife and score long, even lines all the way along. And the reason you do that is so that the heat penetrates the fat, but be really careful not to go too far into the meat so you don't lose those precious juices. At this point, you should also preheat your oven to 220°C, which is gas mark 7. So I'm going to be making a fairly traditional pork roast. Simply brush on quite a thin layer of oil all over the rind. You don't want too much because it's quite fatty already. And then sprinkle over some sea salt and make sure you really work that in, getting that into all the slashes. And pork absolutely loves apples and sage, so use these with abundance. So I'm looking at 30 minutes per 500 grams plus 30 minutes. And this 2 kilo piece of pork should take about 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm just going to pop it into this lovely hot oven, which should get that crackling puffing up nicely. And then after half an hour, I'm going to turn it down to 190 for a lovely even cook. So make sure your meat is thoroughly cooked. And to test this, grab yourself a fork and pierce the flesh until you see those juices run nice and clear. I'm going to let that rest for about 20 minutes under a foil tent while I crack on and make some delicious pork gravy. Just get your roasting tray, place it on your hob and spoon off any excess fat. I'm just going to add a tablespoon of flour to that and really give that a good stir just to get any lumps out. And scrape up all those lovely bits from the bottom of the tray. You might think they're burnt bits, but actually they're full of flavour. I want all that flour to dissolve. Gradually add my stock. So there you have it, some delicious pork gravy. So when it comes to carving, you take your rested pork. You just want to remove that lovely crackling from the meat. And I'm going to do that by going underneath, and it should come away really easily. And I'm going to grab my kitchen scissors. You just want to kind of snip it up into lovely shards. It's quite hot, and do be careful. It's gorgeous. And then you can carve your pork. So I'm just going to get my carving knife and just carve nice, thick slices. And serve this with your crunchy, crackling gravy and some nice apple sauce. Cool your leftovers to room temperature and wrap them tightly in foil. These should last for up to 2 days. So thank you all for watching and get cooking.